I'm actually late. I'm really tempted to go change the message now that you wrote that. But I put 3. I put 1 to 3, I think. But good thing I did. I did that knowing I'd be 4 minutes late. I looked at the clock and it was 2:55 and then when I looked again 9 minutes had passed. I don't know how that happened. Oh. Don't worry. I must have known that I was gonna be a little bit late, so I just put 3. But it was really supposed to be 3:30. But I put 3 so I would convince myself and I'd come early, so it still counts. I would say it still counts. For some reason I'm so sleepy, even though I slept a really long time. I think I went to bed at like 6 AM and I didn't get out of bed until 9 PM. So, I don't know why I'm so tired. But I am. Oh, about the multiple travel apps, all I want to tell you is that I found out through the other app that there's actually a different bus that comes and it's free, so I can save a few bucks. I don't even have to pay the few dollars for the fare. I thought that I could only go on the one that cost a few dollars, but no. Google Maps was hiding it from me. They're in cahoots. They want me to spend a few dollars. And coincidentally, after I found it out through this app, Google Maps started showing it too. I think there's some funny business going on, but it's sort of funny because it has the exact same route as the one that costs a few dollars, and they arrive at about the same time too. So it's like, why would you ever choose that one? But then the other day I was talking on the phone with my brother, and I forgot about the that it comes earlier than the other one, and they just ended up stopping, so I took it since I kind of felt confused about what time it was, and sometimes I get worried the other one won't show up, but so far it has. But the only bad thing is that if it doesn't show up, because sometimes it's like 2 minutes later than the one that costs money, then you have to wait a whole nother hour. So, but it has been reliable. Mm, has been. And I took a different bus the other day too. I finally, yeah, but I have no reason for to believe that it's going to be less reliable than the one that costs a little bit. I guess in my head though, I'm thinking the one that makes a profit has more of a reason to be consistent, you know. But it's good because I can save even more. And I've been catching all my buses recently. No Uber charges. I looked at my credit card statement for last month, and besides rent, Uber was like the biggest cost. It was like not even close. And my groceries charges went down by so much because I've been eating at the restaurant. So this month so far I've only spent $19 on groceries, which is showing because my fridge is emptying. It's almost gone, but I do have to go grocery shopping, but I just don't like it. It's just not fun. When I first started being able to spend money, it was so fun going grocery shopping, but I don't like it anymore. I don't want to go. But on the day when I get out of work early and I have like half an hour, I'm gonna go to the one that's near our restaurant and open late, and then I will at least get some things. And if I just do that like once a week, I'll at least have enough so I don't have nothing like right now. Will you come me? Hello. At first I wasn't recognize it, but cartoon. Yeah, like when I first started going grocery shopping here, I think the first few trips I would carry like so many pounds. It was so heavy. And that one time where I had to go home and then come back to the grocery store to pick up the rest of my stuff. Miscalculation on how much I could carry. I won't do that again. But if I get out early and I have like 30 minutes, I can walk to the grocery store and buy a few things and walk to the bus stop. And I should be able to make it. Hopefully. But I do have a lot of stuff to tell you because I haven't streamed in such a long time. I can tell you the tea actually. I wasn't trying to listen to the tea, but I couldn't avoid it because I was working at the host stand, and the other host that I was working that shift with, and then the busser girl, who was like the first person I met, they were talking together about it. So you know that, okay, you know the bartender guy, you know him? Well, apparently he was talking to the busser girl who's I think I said before, she's still in high school. She's 18, and this will be relevant. So they were talking, and he's kind of being flirtatious, sort of. And from what I understand, like I said before, he's flirtatious with a lot of people. And they were talking outside of work, and she was asking him some questions. And I won't give a bit about his personal life because not that you would know who he is, but and it's not even any of my business. But this one thing, it is kind of messed up, so I'm gonna tell you. So he told her, like he told me that he was. Remember that I told you that I thought he was like way older, but he's actually not that much, not like super old compared to me. Remember how I said I thought he was older? This dude is a decade older. He's a decade older than he said, and he was making moves on this 18-year-old. And I found it so creepy, and he lied about it. And I don't understand why. Why did he do that? Mm. And the thing is that some people at the work know his age, and he told me that he was also in his. I think he even told me he was younger. And why did he tell me that? Why did he lie to us? I don't understand. And then yeah, and I said that I even said that was a bit sketchy, and we were just talking not that far away from him, so I thought maybe it's kind of rude, but what he did was ruder. Yeah, and some people also he says he's married, sometimes he says he's not, but I won't tell that part about his personal life because it's not really any of my business anyway. But I was really creeped out by it, so I'm gonna no, I don't think so, but I think he knows that I know because I think I acted a little bit more like apprehensive now, and I try not to, but I do genuinely feel creeped out, so but it's okay, as long as I keep my distance, we can have a good co-worker relationship. Because he works well, so it's not like there's any problem at work. I just, as soon as I clock out, there will be no more communication. No, I'm kidding, it's fine. It's just nothing more. When I leave, you know? I'm so glad I didn't accept the ride that other time. But, the other host girl offered me a ride too. When I was walking home on the phone, my brother was so mad at me for not taking it and walking home on my own. But I wanted to be independent, but he won't stop. He'll stop roasting me about it. He said I should take it, but I won't. But this is a girl, so I think she's my age. So she's not, it's fine. And also that same day when I was walking to work, one of my other coworkers, she's like one of the sweetest people ever. She doesn't get mad about anything. I just thought about that recently because we were out of a bunch of food the other day because the delivery truck is coming in on Tuesday, so we were out of a lot on Monday. And even when we were out of the stuff that she came to work to order, she wasn't even working that day. She just came because she gets a discount. She wasn't mad at all. She was so understanding about it. And then about someone taking her cake as well that she left in the freezer. Someone ate it. And she was still so understanding. She's a really chill person. She's so sweet. But anyway, she like pulled over her car when she saw me walking to work and asked if I needed to ride and if I was okay. So I like, even though it's creepy, the girls I work with are really nice. They're really nice. And the dad guy is cool. And I like the other bartender, he's cool. Yeah, so yeah, most people are fine. It's just, and he's not a bad dude. He's not, just the lying about his age was weird. And about other stuff too, but I don't want to say. It's weird. So I will just be careful, extra careful. Yeah, I don't think he heard. But, what else? Oh yeah, and I started talking to my brother again to practice Greek. So we talked on the walk home for like 30 minutes, and on Friday and on Sunday. And I finally... yeah, because... especially because she's still in high school, it's a little bit... Of course adults can do what they want, but she just turned 18, and you're in your 30s. It's a little bit creepy. Well, I think the not knowing is the creepiest thing about it, though. Like, hiding it purposefully, you know? But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we practiced, and I finally have 2 days off on Monday and Tuesday. About my schedule, I don't know if I have Wednesdays off, so I was checking for flights to see if I could go home, back to my mom's house, to see her maybe for a few days, but I don't know if I have Wednesday off. The age is not the problem. The not being honest is the problem. And so... but I don't know if I don't have Wednesday off, so I can't go because the flights are too expensive. For only 2 days is too expensive. I think because of Spirit. Oh, my computer's so loud. All of a sudden. The other day my computer started flashing random colors. Full colors. And I read that sometimes it happens when there's an error with your monitor, but it hasn't happened again, which is good. I was gonna have to disconnect it. And the Wi-Fi stopped working before the stream. But it's working again. Yeah. It's really bad timing too. Yeah, fuel prices being up I guess is part of why they couldn't support it anymore. Couldn't support themselves anymore, so but yeah, really bad timing because I didn't have. Yeah, my mom was saying something similar that it was that high. Here it's not as high as that, but it is getting higher and higher, so making the buses is of utmost importance because Uber prices will climb with fuel prices, of course. So oh, and I just noticed this, but that apartment that I toured, the 5th one, the one that was really fancy, yeah, that is crazy. Does that take you like a week? Does a full tank, I don't know how much you drive, is $60 per week? Or is that only for a few days? Because 120, 240, I mean, still a lot, but I don't know how much it'll go. I guess it depends on how many gallons to the mile your car runs. What is a good average? Like 10 miles to gallon? No, that can't be right. More? 15? Yeah. I guess one that really eats gas could be 10, maybe. Maybe an older car. But, actually, an older car is better or worse on fuel? It might be the opposite. No, I assume it's more efficient now. Oh, does it? Okay. 15's back. I was thinking his those Cybertrucks must be really, really fuel intensive, requiring a lot of fuel, but they're electric too, so I think they're hybrids. I was just thinking that another reason why, another Cybertruck loss. I just find it funny how much people hate those cars. Also, older cars are better, is it? Funny. But that old apartment I was touring, what's new, but now when I was touring before I moved here, it's actually in the exact same outlet as my work. So if I lived there, I would be walking like 3 minutes to get to work. I would never leave work. I'd always be in the same the same outlet. Which I think would kind of feel bad because it would never feel like I'm really gone, you know. That is if I ended up working there, which the chances I guess are lower. I think things would be different if I lived somewhere else, you know. I don't know how that would affect every other thing that's happened, but it would be kind of, I mean, it would be very convenient, you know. I would get to, I don't have to worry about Ubers or missing the bus or anything. I can wake up 20 minutes before work and get there on time. Oh, speaking of running into coworkers, I finally got up early. I think it was on Monday. Was it Monday? Oh, I have this other thing to tell you, but I finally got up early and I saw that coworker who was kind of rude at first, remember, but now he's chill. And I think he saw me first, so he put his head down, but I recognized his hat. I know it was him. So, that was very weird. And also, speaking of seeing coworkers, I saw a coworker from my old job, from my job at that sushi place. She came into my current job, and at first I didn't recognize her. I was hosting too, and I hope I wasn't like too quiet, but I sat them, and then when I was walking by a few times, like all of a sudden her face looked super familiar, and I thought that maybe she was the content creator from OTV. I haven't watched OTV in a long time, but that's the only place I could think of. But then maybe she would be from. So I was like going through their heads and their pictures in my head. She actually does look similar to one of their friends, but Anyway, no, she was just my coworker. So on the way out, I said, "It's beep, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, hi." And she left, but she recognized me at least. So I don't know if I should have said anything, but it was a little bit awkward. I think she's also introverted, so maybe I shouldn't have said anything. No. But we were there a long time though. It was kind of good. We were busy for a Monday. We weren't busy on Sunday, so it was a good thing. And I checked too. I actually make the most money doing like the expo thing more than hosting. So least money is busing, then hosting, then the expo thing. And I'm hosting most of the time now, which kind of sucks because also it's more people facing. So I do like doing expo more. But our boss was on break for a bit, and they do expo when they're there, so they don't really need me as much, because I was mostly covering for them. I guess it is good practice, but you get a higher tip percentage doing expo. I don't know where it comes from. I really don't, because the servers take their full tip, so the only thing I can think of is gratuity and takeout orders. But we also get tips for takeout orders at the front as hosts, so maybe it's like you only get tips for the ones that you take over the phone, which I do like an average of about 4 per day that I personally take over the phone or in person. 4 or 5, and then the rest just book online or through DoorDash, so I don't get that many. Yeah, it's in my account because you have to log in with your own password, and then it tracks the orders that you take. Yeah, because at my old place we had gratuity for I think over 6 people. You know what's kind of bad about them tracking that though? Is I've been forgetting to make people pay for their food. I don't think they're doing it on purpose, but sometimes they just take the food and they just skedaddle. I forget to charge them. But I don't think they're doing it on purpose because sometimes like their partner will call in and they'll order and they assume that they paid over the phone, which they can't even pay over the phone because they have to take their credit card details over the phone and it just wouldn't work out. They have to pay in person unless they do through DoorDash or online, where they can use PayPal or their credit card there, but they can't just tell me their details. But I don't think it's on purpose. They just forget, or they think that the other person who ordered already paid. No, really, I don't think it was. Because like for instance, I talked to a girl over the phone, and then her husband picked it up, and he didn't know if they paid. But I remembered to ask. That time, I remembered. But most of the time, people have already paid online, so I don't. We just give it to them, or they just pick it up themselves from the rack in the window. So it's hard to know who paid and who didn't. There is a payment terminal that we have, but it's hard to see as well. You have to like organize it by amount due, and then anything over 0, you know that they owe you. But really, I should just write down names of people who called me, because then at least it won't be on my account. I should try to make sure for everybody it doesn't go through, but I don't want to be personally responsible for giving away free meals. Because when they check me out, when the manager always has to clock me out because I stay later than my time always. I'm always scheduled for like 9 to 9:30, and I usually leave at 10. So they always have to clock me out, and then they can see that they have bills left over, which is just people who didn't I gave food to for free. And I said, when I first saw it, I said that I pay for it, but she said she'll never make me pay for it. And one guy owed 30 cents, but he was in a rush, so I didn't say anything. So she said I let him get away not paying the 30 cents, but I didn't want to hold him up for that, That was all he had on his card, so when am I gonna make him get another card when he's in a rush? I feel like it's fine to just spot the 30 cents. But he was like, no, he can pay that. But he was in a rush. Yes. Although he was paying for his friend, so his friend didn't have anything, and then his friend kind of complained about the size of the food, but the portions actually aren't bad. It's in one of those like rectangular takeout containers, and you know they kind of look small, but they have a pretty decent amount of volume, I think. It's kind of one of those, if you put it onto a bowl, it would look like more. I wouldn't say thousands, but I think they've definitely lost like a good $60. Sorry. Look, they come so fast. I can't get rid of them. I can't catch up to them. I mean, and one day this girl, I took her order right there, and somebody else gave it to her, and she was about to get into her car, so I ran outside. I ran outside to catch her, so I wouldn't be making the same mistake again, because I don't want them to give me less hours because I'm giving away food, you know. Yeah, they're losing a lot because of me. That's such a weird thing, though. I guess a good midday cardio, though. But oh yeah, on Sunday I had a plan on Sunday, so I worked a double Sunday. It was a bit less than 11 hours, just a bit, and so I got up, what time, like 9-ish, and my the door is pretty heavy actually. Maybe we need to put like little security alarms on them until they pay. Because sometimes they'll take an order in the building. And then as soon as they do that, we should give them like a little one of those house arrest pants. If they leave the perimeter, we'll go off like crazy. And I'll come swooping in as my little payment terminal. They can pay. But on Sunday, no, I didn't even get up around 9. I got up earlier, and I got a 9 o'clock bus, and I had a plan. I was gonna walk around. I was gonna return stuff at Target, but then I forgot to bring it, so the only thing I need to return is a shirt. I don't want it. I didn't wear it, but I just realized I just don't want it, so I will return it. It has tags and everything. I was gonna walk around, and I was gonna get boba, and I was gonna go to work early, and I was gonna stop at a Walgreens on the way because I needed something else there. So I had a plan. Well. Oh, and I was gonna go to that hat shop that had a sale. So let me pull up Microsoft Paint. This is on before my 10:45 shift. It was this is what I wanted to do at least. Window capture. Okay. Oh, I forgot to stop. Okay. We'll just leave it. Cancel. Okay. Can you go behind? Oh, wait. I look like the painting now. Controls. Smaller. Okay. So here. Okay, you're really onto something. Is it Fred? I haven't seen you in a while. I didn't say hello. It's been a little bit. I remember during when I was playing that 2D horror game, I remember you being there. But it's been a little bit of time. Hi. Anyway, where's the... Oh, I'm gonna go order really fast, okay? And speaking of water, I think I'm on the way to solving the water milk mystery. So, it is not the carbonation and it is not sparkling water because I did it in plain water and the thing still showed up. So I'm wondering if there's something that kind of goes in our tap water but just doesn't show up when it's not cold, which is kind of a scary thought, because if I get a filter and it's not there anymore, that's kind of gross. But I should know. But when it's just room temperature, there's nothing there. So is there some kind of substance that only shows up when it's cold? I don't know. This is a mystery we will solve. So this is rectangle. Okay, this is the place to get the door for the place to get hats, and then this is the boba shop. They are right next to each other. Hats, boba. Okay, here's true, but I wonder if it's not even the water. It might be the it might just be like the thing that I use to like the ice maker thing. It's not any mechanical process. It's just a ice tray. It might be some kind of residue from that. But alright, here how this went. So I was walking along this road. I forgot where these shops were and I walked past it for like a good few minutes. And then I checked Google Maps and I realized, oh no, I missed it. And I walked past it again. But this time I noticed after a few feet. So I went to the hat shop. And oh wait. Also, on my first walk there, I saw a lady holding a sign. I didn't really read it because, you know, if you make eye contact with the sign or with them, then they feel bad you don't donate. But then I kept thinking about it, like, no, but she could use this more than I could. So anyway, this is a separate thing though. This is after I went to the hat store. So I went back. I didn't see her this time, but I went to the hat store. The hats are really expensive, so I just didn't end up buying it. And then also they had something that said buy one get one. I thought it was buy one get one free, but it's buy one get one 50% off. So it's not really worth it for super overpriced hats. Also, they all have like state stuff on them or like college stuff, so I would always look like a tourist, which I don't think is a good idea. So I just gave up on that. I'll just buy one at a thrift store or something. Or a Target. Somewhere I could just find a plain hat. Anyway, I walked here and then I forgot that the boba shop was next to it, so I walked past it again. And then I figured I should go find that lady and give her $5. And then I was walking past, she walked past me, but I didn't have $5 out, so I waited over here in this little alleyway to go through my wallet. and then I tried to go after her, but I didn't want to like run after her. I thought that might be scary, so I just kind of fast walked behind her. And then before I could get to her, she showed up at this place with a booth that was giving away free food, and there were a lot of homeless people here. So I figured if I gave her money but not everyone else, then what do I do? You know, are they gonna come up to me too? I can't say no if they come up to me, so I shouldn't give her money here. There are too many. Do you think fast walking is scarier than chasing her down? So I just turned around in defeat, you know? Because I don't have enough for everybody. So I walked... Anyway, I walked back. Also before this, I will mention on the boba sign shop, this was right before I think it was during this trip, I don't remember, but I looked and it said closed for Mother's Day. And I looked online and none of the places opened, not a single place opened before my work started, not one place. And I thought that was weird, but it seems like boba places, you know, I guess people don't want boba in the morning, which fair enough, but I didn't know that, so I didn't look up the time. I didn't look up the times. The earliest one I think opened at 12, and this one was closed completely. So, so it's not very productive. Anyway, I walked back. So I did a walk of shame back. I was just gonna go wait at my bus stop for a very long time. Also, I didn't have a hat and it was very sunny. My xenophobia did not like that. But then I saw another man. And we made eye contact for a long time, and I read his whole sign, and I gave him my $5. My my dad used to, when there are people like asking for, well, I don't usually see people asking for money because I don't go out, I just go out for work, and then when I come home at night, they're not there anymore. So I don't usually see people asking for money, but when my dad used to see people asking for money, he used to carry around a bunch of gift cards for like fast food places because he said that way the money won't be used for anything bad, like we won't be contributing to bad habits if they have them. Although it is a stereotype that people become homeless because of bad habits or addiction, but it can happen, of course. But in this economy, it can happen for literally any reason, just like losing your job and you living paycheck to paycheck, and then it's over and you didn't even do anything irresponsible. So of course it's wrong to assume, but it's not impossible. So maybe I will do this instead because that's not what his sign said. His sign said deaf and hungry, I think. But in more detail. Yeah, or food. Like I could maybe keep some food because I feel bad just walking past them. I can't just I can't just ignore it. But I don't have $1 million trillion to just throw around, True. Also, my bag is so tiny. The bag that I used for work is just a very small purse, so I can't really carry food anyway. But maybe I could have these gift cards too, like they could get a small meal with it, and then they could choose what they want. I'm okay, like if I just had a few of them, it would be better. I also saw this comedian who was talking about like how it's kind of silly, if he was homeless, maybe he'd want to drink every now and then, so it's kind of silly to worry about if they're going to use it for substances. But then again, if your money contributes to them not being able to get back on their feet, then it's fun to think about in that way. It could be funny to think about in that way, but in reality, it might be like making it worse, right? So, but again, I don't know. That's assuming that that's why they're there, but they're there, which maybe it's not. There's a pretty good chance it's not, but if it is, then this is better. Yeah, there's a chance of it. So I'd rather just make sure that they're spending it on sustenance, Yeah, I think that's better. So maybe I will buy some for... The thing is that fast food's kind of expensive these days, so $5 will only get like one meal. Before they could have gotten like 2 or 3 off the value menu, but now it's only 1, if that. So I think it would have to be like a little bit more, but I could have at least some small gift cards I take with me maybe instead of money, because I don't know, I can't just ignore it, but I also can't give to everybody. So I don't see too much though, like I said. Oh, that's true. The value menu on Taco Bell is pretty decent. Still, but maybe they raised their prices. Okay, maybe. Yeah, but even if I avoid that content, they don't disappear. And I know that we do have like some public... I don't think they're gonna starve. We do have like some public programs, like the one that I went to... remember when I was donating the fruit when I first came here? We do have stuff like that, so they won't starve. Yeah, but still, I don't know. I guess just on certain occasions, it'd be nice to have a few of them. a few of them that I could give. Just if I happen to be in this situation again. No. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Um. Yeah. I won't. I mean, I know I can't. I think I have an infinite piggy bank, but at least. Well, anyway, so this trip ended with me getting up an hour too early, and minus $5, and yeah, but they're not needy. They can pay it because they're eating out. And the where I work is like a slightly more expensive area too, so they're okay. They don't even need the free food. But no boba, no hat, $5 out. Feeling kind of down. Woke up too early. Was tired, but it was Mother's Day, so at least it gave me some time to call my mom. Before she went to church. So yeah, I guess that was good. It was a rather short phone call though, and they just waited a really long time. But the trees were pretty, so I had a good time just sitting there waiting. The breeze was nice. Somebody honked at me even though I had the walk sign, so that was cool. Bye. Just show up here, dude. I've got you. I'll do it. I'll do it on our work account because if you use our work numbers, like we have this universal work passcode, they can't track who gave away the money. But yeah, they honked at me even though I had the walk signal and I was fast walking just to be extra polite. And they still honked. Why? Are we living in the same world? Why are you honking at me? But it's okay. And it was nice getting there early though. And because I was early, I got to take a different bus route, and it was one that I've never taken before, and it drops me off a bit closer to work, so I only have to walk like 5 minutes, and it's more shady, and it's through neighborhoods, so it's nicer than along the road. So if I have the chance in the future, I'm gonna take it again. But I don't see. Okay. Wait. There you go. I thought it might bring the page back, but it didn't. Where's this? Let me delete it, cause hang on. I'll wait a little bit to get a drink. Actually, I'm okay. Yeah. So it didn't really work out on Sunday, but I was early. The issue about being early is I've never been there for the morning shift on the weekend, so I didn't really know how to help. And because I was 15 minutes early and everyone else was already clocked in, I was just seeing everybody work, and when I see other people work but I'm not working, it like it makes me get nervous. Like I'm not contributing even though I'm not supposed to be working yet, so I just started working a little bit off the clock, and yeah. And then clocked in early. But I don't know why, but I just can't relax if other people are working and I'm not working. I can't. Because on Sunday I was pretty hungry because I didn't eat the day before. And we can get 2 meals if we work a double shift, so I just got some green beans. I just got some green beans for the first one, and the second one I was just gonna get before I left work and eat at home. But I couldn't like relax to eat because I was the only one eating at this time. I was eating a bit earlier than people usually take lunch breaks because I was so hungry, and so I couldn't like eat in a chill way. I was like shoveling this food, but it's so hard to eat them fast because they're like fried green beans, and I can't put them on a fork, and I don't want to look like an animal, so I couldn't eat with my hands. So it was like a very weird single green bean at a time kind of thing. And I was sitting at a table too, because she told me not to eat like at the front where customers could see, but we didn't have anybody at this time. It was when we were slower, of course. But I took some rice as well, and I got some sauces, and I felt like, why did I made this many buffets for myself, and I feel so weird about it. I can't even enjoy these sauces. I can't even enjoy this rice. But I think I'm never gonna eat something like that again. It's not convenient to eat quickly. So if I have to eat during the day, I'll just get like regular rice, like fried rice, cause it's easier to eat with just a spoon, and I can just eat a few bites at the host stand, and I don't have to leave. You know, I don't have to wash my hands or anything. Mm. But that's now I know. It's very uncomfortable to eat at work. It's not fun at all. It really isn't. And I have 2 double shifts next Saturday and Sunday. Well, this Saturday and Sunday I have 2 doubles, so 11-hour shift into 11-hour shift, which is fine. But I will probably be pretty hungry for a while. But I guess I'm someone who doesn't like to eat for at least like 5 hours before they wake up. So it works really well for me, because usually I get up at like 2 p.m.-ish, sort of. And then I work until like 10-ish and get home an hour or two later. So it's not too bad, I think, for me. 8 to 10 hours. Because sometimes I eat while waiting for the bus. But I think maybe something like 15 hours might be a little bit too much. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I like having longer shifts, so I'm pretty happy about that. Even though it'll be really tiring. And for a few days there, I kind of had a schedule going. Yeah. They say like it's okay to do intermittent fasting, like even like a 24 thing instead of like 18-6 or 16-8, whatever you want to do. They say like, you know, that helps as well, like it's healthy, or that it would help with like lots of things like that, but it's not really true. It's all about just eating within a calorie deficit. That's the only issue. I mean, that's the only factor. So it doesn't really matter if you're doing it all within one time. If it's the same amount of calories, then the result is the same. So it doesn't really matter. I think just doing whatever is most comfortable is good. Just like you don't have to drink a specific amount. You know, just drink when you're thirsty. You don't have to like follow this guideline of the optimal amount of water. Just drink when you want water. That's simple. Unless you like have a thing where you can't tell when you're thirsty. Some people don't have like a good internal awareness of these kinds of urges, so I guess that's different. But if you do know, then just do that. But sometimes I'm kind of cat-like, and then I don't drink water for a long time. You know, you can also die from drinking too much water. Isn't that interesting? I guess you can die from just about everything. We're just pretty good at maintaining homeostasis. We can die from too much or too little of anything. Yeah. Too much oxygen. Even. But I had a good sleep schedule going for a little bit. Like, I slept 10 hours before work. I was only awake a few hours at home before I slept, and then I got up right before work. And I did that a few days. But now we're back to bad sleep schedule since I was in bed for 15 hours. I only got up at 9 p.m. and no chill. So I'm probably gonna be kind of tired after my shift tomorrow, but I'll try to go to bed. I'll try. I'll do my best. And today I made a really good vegetable soup. And I opened the window so that if there were any neighbors walking by, they could smell my amazing cooking. Well, they could achieve pretty much the same smell. They just sear some onions. That's like 90% of it. But it had so much in it. And I think I ate like 3 bowls, which is fine because it's mostly vegetables. But no, you wouldn't want it. It's too healthy. You wouldn't want that. No, 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 no. Yeah, really nice soup, and I used mushrooms I got on sale. So, making good use of produce. And green onions that were gonna go bad. So, I hid them in the soup. You can also use mushrooms that are just about to get slimy in soup, and then you can't tell anymore. You should still wash them thoroughly, but it's a way to get rid of them. Oh, and if you want to cut up carrots for for the next day, if you like making those carrot sticks yourself out of the bigger ugly carrots, instead of buying the chlorinated pre-made baby carrots, you can just soak them in water. That's what we used to do in my old restaurant. With celery and carrots. You can just soak them in like a little Tupperware with water, and they'll be perfectly good. Wet, but perfectly good. And then you don't have to worry about them getting all white from air exposure. Or slimy or anything. Of course, you can keep them in the water for more than like a couple days, but it's good for a little bit. So I'm gonna go to the grocery store after work tomorrow and get some hummus. Yeah. And other produce. And then I'll catch a bus. And the bus driver, I get the same bus driver for a lot of weekdays for the last bus. And I was thinking, I got an earlier bus this time on Monday. And it goes kind of far, but the other bus that I usually go on goes farther, so I could just get off early and then wait a few minutes, and I won't have to walk like 15 minutes home. I'll save myself some time. So I decided to do that. Plus I wanted to see the bus driver because he is really sweet. He's an older gentleman, and he was like, "Have a good night, sweetie, and I'll see you Monday." He's so sweet. I had chocolate from my work the other day, because people were giving away I don't know, some coworker brought them in. I was gonna give him them, but I didn't know if he liked them, and also I got soy sauce on them, so I didn't give him them. But if we have it again, I will ask if he wants them. But he's a really sweet guy, so I like riding that bus. And I thought that maybe I'd still see him even though it was an earlier bus, because it's still shift. It's not just that one bus that he takes. But then I remembered along the same route there are multiple buses, or else it wouldn't really work out if it was just one bus for one route. It would be too long of a wait. So I didn't see him. Maybe I'll see him tomorrow. He's a nice guy. And oh yeah, but I was successful on Monday. I got up early and I went to a boba shop, and they even have those machines where if you're socially anxious, you can just order with the machine right in front of the workers. So but still tip them anyway, even though the machine took it. But they are doing the service of making it, so it still counts. And I got Hokkaido milk tea. Yeah, with just like regular brown sugar boba. And it was good. I'm so glad I got 75% sugar instead of 100 because it was so sweet. And I got it without ice. So they didn't actually just like leave it empty. I know some places if you say no ice, they just leave a space there so it maintains the same volume, but they filled it up all the way. And it was so sweet though, so I watered it down at work and I got ice at work, and I had that drink for like 5 hours. It was really big. Yeah, it does. And also I didn't know how I was gonna ask for like these special things like lowering the sugar and taking out the ice. I thought maybe they'd think I'm asking for so much, I know. I wouldn't do it if I wasn't paid to do it. So, but it was good. I heard people talking in the store though that lucky in the store that there's a better boba place down the street, like right in front of the work. Cause, but I don't know which one they're talking about. So I'm thinking. I looked at the menu and I was considering maybe, I don't know when, but going there and getting, I forgot what it was called, but they have like a caramel one with pudding. No, it's not that one. There's a third one. There's a third one. A third boba place. It's not the one that ghosted me for the top. There's three in competition, very close to each other. People here really like it, I guess, which is great because I do too. Only thing is that sometimes when I drink it, I'm at the host and then people come in kind of all of a sudden, I'm still chewing the boba. So I have to try to finish eating it really fast. But yeah, and it comes with pudding, and guess what they have? They have Taiwanese green onion pancakes. They serve them, and I just found out about them. I I really like them, and I made them at home, not from scratch, just from the packaging. I just put it on the on a pan. And they have that with egg and with kimchi. I've never tried kimchi, so I was gonna maybe I'll ask if I can eat this one. Yeah, it's like one of those things where you hear it for the first time and then you see it again so soon after. So, and I'll ask if I can eat the kimchi too, because at my work I can't eat it because they use fish sauce. But I will ask, because usually I think they don't. But I'm excited to try it. I don't know when I'm gonna go though. It'll be expensive to do this kind of thing often, but the drinks really aren't that expensive. It's like, well, I guess they're kind of, it's like $5, but with tip and with tax it ends up being a few more, so yeah. Well, the large is only $1 more. It's pretty big. That one was like 20 fluid ounces, but this place, they don't, if you take away yeah, right? I thought it was pretty reasonable. But, if you take away the ice, they just leave it empty. So, you get less at this place, but I think it does have better quality stuff. But it's kind of good, because then I don't have to get ice and make a little concoction at the host stand. So, and I don't have to take off that little plastic cover that you spear the boba straw through to put ice in it, which is nicer because it's more spill proof. I don't know how they seal that with plastic at the store. They must have a special little machine for it that has heat or something to seal the edges. No, I like my job. We even have one boba drink at my job, but it's like Fanta base. It's like an orange soda kind of thing, which is okay, but it's a little bit too sugary for me. These can be less sugary at least. But it has whipped cream too, so it's pretty good. Maybe one day if I'm really desperate I would order that. Oh, and this place also has a it has one that has like mango, strawberry, pineapple puree, and then boba and jelly. It's like a kid-friendly boba. No, I don't want it again. I don't want it again. And I saw it on my paycheck. Actually, they gave me $108 for some reason. Not even just 100. They gave me a bonus $8. I don't know why, but thank you. Maybe because of the taxes. They like accounted for what was taxable, maybe. But I think we have higher state taxes here because yeah. Cause I looked at my previous withholdings and it was less. I think we have higher state taxes, so it's fine though. I don't make that much, so I'll probably get some back in tax returns, but it's okay. Even with that, I'm okay. Maybe, I don't know if I'll go tomorrow. I don't really like eating before work, but maybe I'll go Friday? No, I don't know. We'll see. I don't like this one day off, one day on kind of thing. But yeah, if I could get someone to cover Wednesday for me next week, maybe I could go visit my family. I don't know. We'll see. There's some stuff I gotta do there, and the notary stuff, so... You should do it. Can you do it now? Can you do it through an app? Maybe you should try. Oh, and you should then. Is it? Well, I mean, I guess I'm not used to it myself either. Because these days it's like Tuesdays and Thursdays off usually, so I'm not used to it either. You're kind of right. If we used to do it for school, we could do it for work, right? And then you get a really cool long weekend. Think about that. And then you wouldn't be working as soon as you finish working, you know? Because it feels like you go right back. But if you had a long weekend, it would be great. Oh yeah, I might have made an accidental genius move. So I had to apply to get transcripts from my old high school, and so I applied to get it sent to my school email. I read this disclaimer they had about not sending it to personal emails anymore, so I figured it'd probably be okay to send it to my school email then. And you do Tuesday, Saturday. Yeah. Well, does it make a difference for you if you have the weekend off, if you have like Monday and Tuesday off? Because for me, it doesn't make a difference. Actually, it's better for me to work on the weekend because of tips. But you don't have tips, right? Or do you? I know, in retail you probably don't, right? Unless, yeah. I think there might be some rules, like if you did commission-based clothing recommending or things like that. But maybe that's for higher-end places. So I needed to get the transcripts, and I read that they don't send it to your email anymore because of security measures, whatever that means. So I tried to do it through my school email, and they canceled the request anyway. So I have to order it through mail, which I thought was gonna take a million years. What was kind of good though is that I called my school, my old high school, and I really didn't want to talk to anybody at the office. And luckily I went to voicemail and I just listened all the way through, and they got to the part about transcripts and they just told me the website, and then I just signed up and they had my information in it already, which was cool. So I didn't have to talk to anybody at the school or email or anything, so it was very convenient. Very nice. Thanks for storing my information, Old District County. Thank you. But I never got my own transcripts from high school. I just had them sent directly to the colleges I applied to instead. So I never got them myself. But anyway, I need them. I need them to apply for this school, so I tried to get it through mail and they canceled my request, but they refunded me like the student credit to get your transcript, right? So the original charge was like $6.25 or something. So pretty reasonable, I thought, even though they're not, really losing anything by sending an electronic PDF, but I guess the time involved. Fair enough. Okay, $6.25 is reasonable. Okay, fine. But when I went to get it through the mail, the total came out to 41 something, and I was so bummed. Like, oh no, if I would have done this last year, because they stopped pretty recently, like 6 months ago, then I wouldn't have to pay all of this. But the student credit that they refunded me for the 625, for some reason, I think it's a glitch or something. It covers whatever form you get your next transcript in. So I owed $0 because I paid 625 for the one that was cancelled. I didn't owe anything. I'm still convinced that they're gonna come get me to pay the extra, 34? But they didn't. I want nothing for some reason. So, very cool. Well, it's that, but also I put the box for, expedited delivery, but it's not that much cheaper without. I think it's only like an extra $8 or something. But I need it to be faster so I can apply sooner. But then the one I got for the college classes I took, I got that immediately, like 10 minutes later. Actually, like 5 minutes. And it was an extra, I think it was only $10. So not too bad. But, so, we'll see. I guess we'll see when it gets here. We'll see. But, the makeup that I ordered kinda cheap on the website a while ago, it still hasn't been sent, but that's okay. Yeah, but I wanted it to be expedited anyway, so it doesn't really matter. For some reason they covered it. I won't complain. I won't. I won't say anything about it. Thank you. And just trying to get it sent electronically ended up saving me a lot of money. Right, it does seem like it would take months, but I looked it up and they said for international it's like a month or 2, but for domestic it can only be, if you do expedite, it can be less than a week. So hopefully that's true and I will get it in a few days. They're super fast about it though. They already mailed it, and like, how soon? I put it in on Friday night and they already processed it and mailed it on Monday, which they don't work over the weekend, so that was really fast. So, maybe it's worth it for this fast service. But, hopefully I get it soon. We'll see. I still haven't gotten the makeup stuff, but it's okay. I'll just check. I'll check the order status in a bit. That was like a month ago though. What day is it? 13th? Yeah. It might be shipping from Asia. Oh, but I decided not to return not to go back to return the foundation. Actually, it was my fault. It was my fault that looked like makeup-y because I didn't know how to wear it. I wore way too much, and that's why it looked too makeup-y and powdery. It's actually quite nice, so I'm going to keep it. And if I just use a little, it should last a long time. And then the old sunscreen that I used, I think I mentioned already, just the shade slightly higher. Well, no matter what foundation you use, you have to like pat it in at least. So yeah, you have to blend in that way. But if you mean like blend with other colors or products, then no. And what's kind of cool is that like the sunscreen I wear underneath is really shiny. So even though this one is matte, because it's on top of something so shiny, it kind of gives it like slight luminosity. So accidental, really good combination. Oh, but I did get one of those like any water. Did I drink from the Dead Sea before this? Why am I so thirsty? What's going on? Yeah. Or what's in that water? The secret ingredient, is it just a ton of salt? I can't taste it anymore. So, what was I saying? Okay. So you do have to like pat it in, and it kind of makes it kind of feels irritated, sort of, to just keep patting. Like, it makes your skin feel kind of sensitive. So I thought I could try to use one of those blending things, but the issue with those is they're like very conducive to lots of microorganisms and molds and bacteria living in there and then causing acne. And for some reason, like, it's been a little bit worse recently. I think because well, this is different, but it's like, you know how sometimes when you start using a new product, it gets better, it gets worse before it gets better. I think it's that, but we'll see. That's not too bad. And so I thought that maybe I shouldn't use it for that reason, but I found out a bunch of ways that people clean them. Like, you can use like certain bar soap, and then you dry it out in the sun, and it should stop it from spreading that, hopefully. Or you could also just like not use it on the parts where you're acne prone, and just do it like around your eyes, for instance, or neck, and yeah, makes it easier for those parts, because it's harder to spread there anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out, but I'm pretty new to all this stuff, so it's fun to learn about. And I'm getting faster at it too, so I like it. What was I saying? Oh, but some days, a lot of days when I'm low on time, I just use the tinted sunscreen anyway, even though it's a little bit shiny, because I don't feel like applying it, and that's fine too. So I got the hang of it. I was gonna do like sorting and rabbit holes today, but I'm kinda blah. Blah. So I don't know if we'll do that, but I could at least check if I wrote down anything else to tell you. Okay. Where did I put this? Okay, I told you. My boss asked me the other day, to like, maybe if I wanted to draw on the board to, for Mother's Day, or, for graduation. I was like, oh, okay, sure, but I really didn't want to, because I knew it would take me way too long and I wouldn't have time to do it. So, but I made like a little test drawing, well, we didn't have customers, with a cat on it, and a graduation cap and balloons and stuff like that. And I showed it to her, and it felt like a 5-year-old showing their mom their stick figure drawing. She was like, oh yes, that's so cute. I shouldn't have shown you this. Instantly I was like, no, I shouldn't have drawn this. I didn't end up drawing on the board because I didn't have time, But it was a nice response from her. It just definitely felt like that. But I wouldn't have time to draw those things. I never even finished my noodle drawing. Never. It's still unfinished. I don't know when I'll have time to finish it, but I'm not really supposed to be drawing during work hours. And I don't know if I want to stay. I miss my bus to draw noodles after work, or get up early to draw noodles before work. Yeah, we'll see. And what else? There's so many. Notes spread out everywhere. I really have to organize. Yeah. Speaking of art, I think maybe I'll try to... Oh, never mind. You'll see it if I decide to do it. Never mind. But... Oh, and I started using my brother's old Greek books to study. And it's been nice. And we've been talking about it on the phone. And even though I sound like a second grader. It's still nice. It's still good practice. And learning past tenses. So I just feel I remember I was watching a bunch of shorts a couple weeks ago about these polyglots made, and I felt so bad. Like I can't even speak a language that I spoke somewhat as a kid though. True. And they can speak 10 languages and I can't even grasp what is essentially my language 1.5. So I don't know that it was that helpful or motivating, but it's kind of nice though seeing people's reactions when you can speak their native language if it's rare. Yeah, I like that. Or like, usually street interviews are pretty obnoxious, but these ones where it's like to learn about people and it's respectful, and people tell funny stories. I like those. And I'll think if I find one of the funny ones, I can link it. Oh, and because you told me a bit about NCT, I found out about Chorus, which is, I think it's the group after TXT, BTS and then TXT, and I realized that some of their members are born in 2009, and I'm starting to feel, I mean, I guess you won't feel as much as you, poor humans, but like, before when everyone who was in the industry is like, they're way older than you, and you feel like even though you're not pursuing it, like, no, I have time. I have time. It's fine. I can make it. Message. Only 2009. Yeah, I was born 2022. So old. But it's just very weird to see people in the entertainment industry that are this young, already. It starts to feel like time is catching up, and time goes faster as well when you're older, so it's just at once it feels like a lot. I'm kind of confused about the dynamics of it as well, like, maybe I should go into this actually, but it's just, I mean about like kid idols, I'm kind of confused about how that works from a fan perspective, but oh my gosh, you're right. Wait, no, that can't be. Oh my gosh, you're right. Yeah, it's kind of scary when you start thinking about it, but hey, if you only look at people older than you, then you never really feel old. So just always look at your parents and you'll always feel young. But at the same time, it's okay. It'll happen to them as well. It's just, all of us, we all have a turn, It's okay. It's just nature. So, no use in being scared about it, worried about it, I think. Just have to let it happen. Resistance is futile. Except your age. So, I was surprised by that. And what's kind of cool about this band is, all of the members speak English and you're right. What am I doing? I'm wasting this time on Twitch. Oh no. But they all speak English even though only one of them is Canadian Korean. The rest, I think, 3 are Korean, one is Canadian Korean, one is Taiwanese Thai, I think. Or perhaps Chinese Thai. I don't remember, but but they all speak in English and they speak quite fluently as well. I think one went to an international school and then some did it while they were in training. And one of them was scouted when they were like 10 years old at a theme park. How does the agent know that they're gonna go up to be, like, how they're gonna go up to look? Because what if you go up and you're just puberty just wrecks you completely. They just like say ew and throw you, kick you to the cliff. What did he do? What do you do in that situation? Because it definitely happens. Puberty isn't kind to everybody. So how do they know that it's gonna work out? Like they're gonna keep this look if that's what they're after. I just don't get it. Maybe they have an eye for it, like they know how people are gonna develop somehow. Or maybe they could use beauty techniques to make it work no matter what. I just find like scouting at a young age when you want them to, be performing into their old age to be kind of strange, because not just because of recruiting kids, but also how can you predict the future? I'm not gonna get more. It's okay. I'm listening here anyway. In my wonder. Yeah, and I do wonder how they feel about it when they're older. Will they feel like their childhood was kind of stolen by, training? Especially the ones that didn't make it into, public eye or into popularity. Will they kind of wish that they didn't have to do this? All this stuff, all this training, especially if it doesn't work out, will they hold a grudge against the person who recruited them? But I don't know. I mean, they seem happy enough, but just the whole entertainment industry is there's just so many facets to it that are kind of so many questions, situations, kind of hard to think about all of it. And yeah, I'm just trying to think how I would feel if it would ever be worth it to you. Why are they interested in becoming idols, for instance? Is it just like a love of music and then you have to be an idol if you want to pursue music? You can't just pursue music and like make a living on SoundCloud, Yeah, it can be. Here as well, it's not like just a Korean industry thing, like Disney Channel kids too. I think it's gotten better, but yeah. The prestige, the popularity, I suppose. I just don't know if it would ever be worth it, because also, sure you get that, but then you're also under so much scrutiny, and like you can't have relationships, and you can't make any mistakes. It's kind of daunting, no? And then you have this really, really fast-paced schedule, and your agents decide your looks, and they decide what you do and probably what you write. Although I think some of the reins have been loosened a little bit, but still, like for example, still cursing. You're not really supposed to curse, as an idol, stuff like that. And they definitely can't have relationships, which is different than being here when people here, but still, I guess there are different things that are hard. It's hard to imagine going into that, and then the kind of pressures you'd feel, and then how that would change as you get older, because eventually when you get maybe in your 30s, late 30s, your 40s, all that fame is going to start to go away, because it's, if you're in a boy group, it's a young man's game, sort of. Lots of public fields are like that, though. In Hollywood, it seems like a young person's game. Maybe less so now, but at least for being a heartthrob. Maybe men can get away with being older, but yeah, I guess James Bond can. Yeah. But then people will start forgetting about you, and maybe all of that attention that you felt when you were younger starts to feel really shallow. But it can't feel too deep, can it? Because I'm not super parasocial. It's unfair on the people who can never really be close to you. And they can't really know you, can they? So it's like you can't even blame them. But then it feels kind of empty, doesn't it? I'm an adult. That's all you need to know. Yeah, that's what I read about, is that they have some kind of plan. They have some kind of transition plan. What were some of the examples? Like, either solo producing music, or like helping up and coming artists. Somebody went into cafe work, which is kind of interesting. Photography, stuff like that. But it just must be so weird to spend so many years of your life in the public eye, and then all of a sudden you're living a regular life, very regular life, you know? I guess it's cool though. It's cool to experience something like that. Not many people will get to, so it's fun. It's fun but scary. Yeah. So that was about chorus. The video is pretty hype though. I don't know if you'd like it, but it's pretty cool. Maybe I will send. You could find it yourself, but I was trying to look for t-shirts for work, because I only have like 5 shirts I cycle through, which is fine because other employees do the same, because we just buy them for work. But I thought maybe I could find some cheap shirts from either them or Stray Kids, but then I'm not even a fan, so it's kind of weird to be wearing it. But I thought I knew enough about it that if someone asked, I could at least have a conversation about it. But then it kind of seems like I'm part of a fandom, which I'm not, so I just kind of ditched that idea. Plus I can't afford official merch. Well, I won't afford it. I won't buy it. And it's too expensive. There was one that was just it was just the name of the band in plain text on a t-shirt, and it was $50. But it was official. There are way cooler unofficial designs. I guess that's true. Oh, the good old days, the $50 hoodie days. Yeah. I guess it's true, like, because it has become such a big industry, I guess there are more people to relate to. That's a good point. You know, maybe it's more manageable that way. I guess if I were in the industry, I would definitely want to consult with people who've been through it before. Like, I felt like I was starting to lose ground and become too old for it. I would definitely ask my, there's a name for them. Whatever, just older folks. I would just ask them how they did it, and oh, that's true. Me neither. I do feel bad for those wallets who have devoted themselves to certain bands and groups and supporting them through their merch, because yowcha. Yowcha. I have seen some that have become even more popular after. I haven't seen that one, but I didn't know about them becoming content creators later. That again is like, it's not a forever thing, it's still very new as an industry. You know, YouTube hasn't been around that long, or streaming, it's pretty new. So I guess we don't really know about if there's an expiration date on that, you know, or if people go out of it, because I think most people who watch streams, they have more time for their younger audience, you know, and so it might be harder as you get older for a younger audience to relate to you as, what, like 40, 50, 60, how long would you want to work as a streamer, you know? So I think it too is something that is probably at its peak when you're young. But you mustn't get jaded about it. It's okay. There are things that are better when you're older, like those originals that taste better to you. And you'll probably be able to solve crosswords faster because you'll have more knowledge about the world. So don't put your head down. There's so much to look forward to. Age ranges. Yeah. Oh, is that Northern Lion? I haven't really watched much of his stuff. I didn't know he did crosswords. Is that what his content is? Crosswords now? Or Wordle and stuff like that? Speaking of Wordle, let me see. Let me try to do the daily Wordle. I have not tried this in a long time. I saw a YouTube Jeopardy game today, and it took me a while to get the answers, so I was feeling kinda down, but I will say though, I came up I know that one too. TLE. Downloadable luminescent energies. Okay. Let me find where's my yeah, that's fine. So go here. Window, okay. Window there. Okay. There you go. Okay. Moment of truth. I will say when I did a little bit of this a while ago, I came up with the idea of using arise as the starting word every time. And I'll let you try it before I do that. Just don't tell me the answer. And I found out recently that that's like one of the best starting words. So, kinda cool. Maybe other people figure that out as well, but I just, yeah. Connections, videos only. Oh. Do that. Okay. I shall use that first. No, they heard me. Okay. What else? Pouty. Nice. It won't tell you if there are two of them, I think. Not if you get the right spot. Loony. I probably shouldn't have done another O here. I probably should have looked for other letters first. What about ghoul? GH. That was one I used to do. I should have done that instead of that one, but it's okay. It's too late. What about something with GH at the end? No. C. Maybe no. G. Quail. I can't think of what would be a good word to put here. Gumi. Moof. Mucky. But then I don't know. That's kind of bad. Moo. Why am I struggling so much with this? Okay. We'll do other ones after this. It's not going well. It's not going well at all. Can I mind the ratio? Can I mind the ratio or let me try again? I don't think it's gonna happen. So we only know O and the Y. I use O's to fill in the empty spaces. Go, woo, wood. Woody, it can be double O, at least we know that. Wo, dodgy, maybe? Dodgy? How do you spell dodgy? Dodgy, like that? That's crazy. That was really close at the end. Hey, that's not so bad. Oh wait, did you get it? Oh wait, I don't know if you saw it. Oh nice, okay. I'm gonna try again. We don't have to do it to New York Times, you can just do... Oh wait, did they take down? Did they take down Myrtle every day? What is Admire puzzle? Wait, there was one that just lets you play Wordle all the time. Oh, there you go. I thought that maybe they took it down. Okay. Nice, my early word finally worked. Rider. I got lucky this time. I don't know if you can see though. Can you? Yeah. Rider. Fighter. No. Lighter. That's not how you spell that. Violet. Oh, okay, not Violet. I don't know if it's better to try to keep the same letters or just to use as many letters as you can in a new word. Like, this is one of my go-tos. No. Tile. Tiger. No. Kiter. Is kiter a thing? Kiter. Okay, so we have T-I. Tower, of course. Type is... That's definitely not a thing. Is tipper? It's with two P's, right? Taser? Timber? Is there... I feel there's something obvious I'm missing. Y, P, J, K, C, X. Is this a thing? Timer? Probably timer, huh? That was so good. Wow. Could not find timer. Awesome. Well, I failed it, so... Go for... Oh. That's pretty good. I forgot that was even a word. What was it? Dowdy? Maybe I didn't. We'll see. This time it's gonna be way better. You're gonna see. It's just the speed of learning for me. Double S there is kind of silly, but I just wanted to check the position. So, slate, slint, CK. See? The learning speed is impeccable. One of these days, Arise is gonna be the word and it's gonna be really something. I don't know why I did that because it has the exact same. I'm gonna redo this one. Oh wait, I can't. It's like almost the same letters. I don't know why I did that. Oh. This time I feel it's gonna reveal something. E-O-O-E. Something O-E. Go. F. Flow. Let flow. Flow. Folk. It's not a thing? Folks? Oh, it's with an L. Folk. Okay, like this. It doesn't help us because I need to show you. Flute. And then doesn't change the E position. Also, there's no O. Fire. Fire would work. Yes. We're not getting anywhere with this one. Or rank. I think it's the chances are gone. Wood. LD. WOU. That doesn't do anything for us. No. Toe. Something end with toe. Bestow. Stove. Doesn't help us at all. Rodeo. How do you spell rodeo? Okay. Okay. There's so many. Top. Moped. That doesn't work because of the D. Copio. It. What rhymes with it? What ends in it? It. Doesn't work. I don't think we're gonna get this one, but I'll try. Wokey. I don't know. Oh, so bad. I don't know that song. True. True. Why did they keep using the R? I just thought that they were wrong and they changed their minds about it. This could be something up. Cop. Power. See, it should be I. I'm telling you that they're definitely missing something. Palette. It's a new spelling. I think I should consider it. Power. If you guys ever watched iCarly when they suggested new words they should add to the dictionary, I don't think that's how it works, but I think we have a good shot with palette. Pow. Oh. But whoa. Okay, just anything, because we're not gonna get this. Wanna. I'm just a wanna. I gave up. Woven. Okay. This time, I'm starting with school. That's right. Okay. I regret the decision. A, E, and other words. I won't do the same thing I did last time. Play, plaque. Okay. If you know the position. Never. Well, I did. I feel like I need the R, but this should guarantee the E placement. But it's a bad idea. Nemo. Newer maybe. No. Don't use R. Can I not use R? Is this how you spell it? It's not going well. At least you know EA. But there's no S. Mean. Okay, kind of hope. Something ED, I think. Not ready, unfortunately. It's feedy a thing. BD would work. You wanna try it? Sure, why not? Nice! Being up to a solid 75%. Bit flip. Crazy accent, yeah. I didn't see Wolverine. Well, I just gave it a go. It's certainly not because I don't know how to spell plaque. I know how to spell plaque. I just assumed there was another one. Plaque. Okay. A few more. It's so fun. I love this game. Sometimes it's fun to just do something that's really... Oh. I know it has two G's. I know how to spell that. Just ignore that. Ignore that. I definitely wasn't expecting it to work. It was just for fun. It's just for fun. Oh. My thingy died again. But I know the button. Okay. We know two places it's not. You. Something using IU. Like, IU. Can't be T. Yud. Yuk. Yun. Yup. You. Yum. Yum. What could end with yum? Woo yum. You. Yum. Boredom. No yum. Okay, maybe not yum. You. No. Okay, I have no idea, so. Yeah. Yowie. Muy difícil. Utah's. Utah's file. You never know. Juke. Ube. Noof. Something as N you here. You flute. I don't care that it has a bunch of stuff that we don't need. Where is this you? Where are you? Where are you? Ifu. It's definitely not fu, right? So it's not. And it's not youth. Right? That nothing works with youth. So it's gotta be. And it's not. F is not the beginning, so. It doesn't have to be. It could be if. It could be. It couldn't be you. Could it be you at the end? I think probably not. So it starts with you. You something. I. F. Something. Unidentified object. Identified flying object. It's when they're not quite sure if it's identifiable, so they're having like crisis of whether or not they recognize it. I'll also submit this to the dictionary committee. They'll love it. Emo, emo, you. Cause what would end with you? What word ends with just a U? Cool. Yeah, I think it has to be at the beginning. I think. You. Okay. You. I can't find what ends with you. Uppies. Up, slide. Up, that's really nice, but apply. Up and I don't know. UPS truck. I can't even find just any word that could fit here. You look. You umbrella. Umbra. Maybe they accept Pokemon. Wait, it's a real thing. I'm just doing really badly at this. I just don't know what. It is like yaoi, as you guys. Never seen that video. I've seen the one about what was it? Illinois. No. What was it? America explain. But what states was she talking about? What do I have to explain? Kentucky. I'll just go through all the states in my head. North Dakota. No. Minnesota. I don't know. Oshi. Oh yes, I am confusion. And what was she confusion about? It's like it's part of a state that can be mispronounced or pronounced another way in a different state, I think. What would that be? Kentucky. Why is this Vermont? New York. Pennsylvania. Illinois. Ohio. What state is it? Nevada. Tennessee. California. Oregon. Texas. Georgia. South Carolina. Virginia. What state was she talking about? Oh yes, Kansas and Arkansas. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with this, cause I know it's definitely not oofy. Oofy. So it's something IF, or it ends in F. Oh, something F. Or it could be, I guess it could be F here. What letter would that be though? There's nothing that works like that. What word is this? acronym. United Nations something Federation. I don't know. UOI something F. What word? You I guess it could be double F. There's nothing that says it can be double F, right? What word is this? You sniff. You. I don't know. What is this? I don't know. There's no way. It's gonna be something so obvious. Yeah. Yeah, it can be union because of the O, but I saw. you keep. I think you're onto something. Unify was a really good guess if it's not true. I can't put it in though because I wouldn't have thought of it, but I think you're probably right. That's the only thing. You're totally right, it's Unify, but I can't take it. So a second Umbra. I never would have thought of that. You just have to keep doing it for the sake of consistency. I feel like it knows, and it's just... It knows my plans. Okay, A-O. Ow. Ow, ow. Something O-A. Oki. Oki? Loki. Pokey. Pokey. What could fit with this folk? I mean, you could do folky. And then you could check if the O goes there, but I feel like we could do a better guess. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so not there. Oh. Yes, let's do two letters that we know don't work. Oda. Not like this. It's someone who's obsessed with eating oats. You see, Unif is kind of... it's on a different plane than Unify, okay? What? Is this a thing? Ode. You can say like... I guess I would do toad, but then we can't do that. Other. I mean, we could do oddly. No, let me just... That's really bad. No. Oh my. Multiple Omars in a room. You know, there's never just one Omar. They congregate. No, old. Maybe open. Op, op, about. Hmm. It's not working out. I think we're getting worse. My luck has really betrayed me here. So something. Okay, it's something that ends in two O's. We definitely will get one O. Then we'll get it for sure. Yay! So it's something. Something. Something that ends in A. I mean O. Something that ends in O. And there's only one O. Bam. Banjo. Oh. Oh to them. You missed. Yeah. Okay. I think this is the one. We should probably use different. I feel like the one time that I don't use a rise, it's gonna be all of those letters. So I'm just gonna keep doing it, even though it's been like this for the past many tries. I never use the letters in the bottom row. Okay. Oh, very lucky. Okay, nice. Nice guess. Wow. Or no. Something OR or kt. Corked. Or lore look ak Corked sounds like it could be like a medieval bladesmith. No bladesmith. Yeah, a bladesmith. Like really big, really slow, but nice. That's not gonna work. Okay, okay, forget it. Forget this method. Let's just try to figure out where this is. So how about, is this a word? Okay. So something T. So roof robot. That doesn't work. There's no other O. We don't know that actually, right? Because we've only used one O. I'm trying robot. Hey. Got clicked. Okay. Again. Every time. We're doing it every time. Fly, fly, e, te, to, toads, to, is tom a thing? Toad, Puffy. Okay, one letter, I'll take it. Lim, li, 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 lift, lifty. Is it the try? Live, no, liver. No, lifts. I could just do lifts. There's a better word here though. Limbs. MB. No, I'll just do this. Okay. So it could be lit, late, lit, lit up. Sounds like it could be a French restaurant. 2 stars though. Liz, something. It could also be like this. Libut. Also kind of French. Lizut. Linut. Crayon. That's like best French accent so far. Limit. Maybe. I'll try. Hey! It's working out. Can yeah, yellow just means it's in the word but not in the right place. Green means it's in the right place, but it could also be more than one. Like if it has green on just one letter, it could still be 2 letters in that word. So you only know if you put in multiple letters and the other one doesn't show up as anything. If that makes sense? Like if you did this and this showed up as green and this showed up as yellow, then this is in the right place and then there's another O in the word but it's not here. That kind of thing. So see, it does work sometimes. Rice. Lisp. Something. Twisp. Twist. Nope. Li. We're going back to our solid goal. Okay, I'll take the L. Something less, maybe? Something lism. Oh no. Lism. Oh, well, there's nothing small enough. Cataclysm. Bliss? Maybe bliss? Oh. Hey! 4 seems to be a lucky one. Yes, no problem. If I could win, I get up to 80%, I would be very satisfied. I'm starting to get the hang of it. See, it's really working. Wait. No way. Wait. Wait. Major. Radar? What? Radar? Wait. What is this? Oh, rapper. Oh. Valor? What is this word? Wait. Wait, I'm gonna lose. Raffer? Oh, racer. Okay. I finally got it to 80. No, Vader is real. Like someone who rates stuff. You know, like 1 to 10. It's a real thing. It's definitely a real thing, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I can't get any on 5. It's always 4 or 6. Oh yeah. The more rat-like person. I think it denied that though as a word, if I'm right. Did I put it in? No. Yeah. Okay. Just one more for fun. Hope I lost hope. Okay, we're back to rice. I'm just going to really fast. Alright, and that's the end of that. Yeah. This was just named for the rat person. The rat milk person. That's what I'm saying. They'll realize that they were wrong this whole time and they really did want to have an S there. That's why I keep trying. You know, because I want to prove. I want to prove something. That it can come back. Just like my vision. You're radder than I am. No, you have a tail. Oh, yes, I know. It surely was something, huh? Definitely lots of still going through non-words, but that was that's fun. I like these kinds of games. Mm. Oh, I don't have. Man, it's a shame I don't have other. Oh, I was thinking that maybe next stream, or maybe the stream after. I don't know. Maybe we would do the customizing model thing. I will think about it. Maybe. What time is it? 35:25. So, it would be fun, I think. I know that you prefer 2D, but it's kind of more engaging if you could see movement, so... I mean, it would have to have the light on, but I have a light on right now anyway, so... Yeah, it would be cool. Okay. I think this is another fun browser game we can play. Probably about it. Is there any other really fun one? Probably not. Maybe let me just see if there's like a decent crossword. There's one from the Washington Post, but I don't know if I would know this stuff. And it's just a black screen. Because I have ad block. Is that why? I think so. Okay, maybe it came here. Oh, this is a bit hard. Let's try it though. can try as a community. Okay, good night. I'm just gonna do this one crossword and then I'll be out of here too. Thanks for stopping by today. Thank you. Well, it doesn't really matter, but it is more engaging, I will say. I like it too when you can see expressions and stuff. And sometimes it cuts out me laughing anyway, so it would be nice if you could see connections. Let me see that one. Maybe this would be better. Oh, this one! I really like this. I know this one. Window capture. I like this one. Okay. It's kind of off center though. Oh, really? Move it a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let's see. Donut roll goes together. Roll hokey. And donut. But where's the other one? This bean and grinder goes with coffee. Coffee filters. Coffee grounds. No. Okay. Just usually there's one that's really easy to get, like as a first one to get out of the way, but I don't see one here. Donut. Cause markup. These are argument spaces. Belly flop. Belly flop. Donut flop. Hero flop. Who hasn't eaten a bean flop, of course. Adjust cup. Like editing. Adjust cup markup. And filters. Those are editing stuff, but it doesn't feel right. Okay, what about hokey and sub and roll and what else? Donut. These are all, they're all, you know, bread-based foods, I would say. Yeah, it is a little bit hard. I know there's like hero subs I've heard of before, but I think that's like a chain thing. It didn't work. Cause belly bean jelly belly jelly bean jelly donut jelly roll jelly sub a jelly argument a jelly basis. Nice. Okay, finally one out of the way. Grind cup markup basis cause basis. Oh, like grounds. These are all synonyms. Well, these are all like law terms, sort of. But markup could be that too. Like the grounds and the basis for something and the cause for something, those are all the same. But argument doesn't really fit there then. Cup. I don't know if I did markup or just cup filters, but these are all kind of like law terms, so I'm gonna try it. Oh, nice. Pretext. Okay. I don't know what that is exactly, but I'll look it up. False or feigned reason before to conceal one's true motives or intentions. Oh wait, never mind. A purpose or motive alleged an appearance assumed in order to cloak the real intention or state of affairs. Motive. Okay. Cloak the real intention or state of affairs. I guess it's related. Maybe it's different in law actually. Word. If you can use describe deceptive actions. Sure. It's kind of different though. Pretext. False explanation given by an employer for firing. Refusing. Does that relate? What is the false reason for an action? I mean, I guess it kind of relates to it being a reason, but all of these words. I guess so. I just don't think it's the strongest connection. I don't know. Ostensible reason. Justify actions or hiding real purpose. I mean, they're kind of all the same. I guess I don't agree with it being pretext, but I agree with them being similar. No, donuts are red. Ulterior motive. Alright, well, that's fine. Okay, Hoagie sub. Maybe it's hero. Grind. Markup. Adjust. I mean, I think I did this earlier, didn't I? That was like my first one. I'm pretty sure. So I don't want to do that again. And also, how would the other four relate? Hero, role, hero, sub. Sub-hero. Sub. Hero. 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 Subway. Hero way. Hero. Enter. Oh. Submerge. Subpart. Submit. Hero mit. Crop. Okay, it's not this one. This could also be a verb, like to sub something for something else, right? So it could be like this. How do the other ones relate though? Hero, grinder, hoagie, filters. How do those relate? And do they mean the app grinder? What is it? What is this meaning? The app or as a tool to grind coffee beans? What is this? Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know how the app would relate to other stuff here. I figure you're just kidding, but I don't know how it would relate to... how an app would relate to filters. Well, I guess you use filters on an app. But... I have no idea how these go together. Okay. I feel like there's no world in these aren't together, right? A hoagie and a sub, but that's what they want me to think. And hero, I know there's like a sub-hero thing. And... there's such thing as a hero sub, but... hero... What words would go with this? Markup? I'm just gonna go with what I had before, which was as verbs. Markup, adjust, cop, sub. No. Well, I don't know. And I tried this with filters before. Hero. Hero. Adjust. Adjust. Markup. Restore. Crop as in... I have no idea. Did you get this connection at least? This one seems really hard. Yeah. What is this? Yeah, I tried that. That's what I thought too. I thought they were all... I tried... adjust filter. I tried... That's one of the first things I tried. But it didn't work. Unless I think I tried it and I didn't. But I'm pretty sure. You... I have a bad joke. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I can just guess randomly. Hero... Cop... Filter. I don't see it. I don't see this connection. Cop... Sub. What is this connection? Like, for example, let's see if I could just find one between like two words, and maybe that would tell me the other words. Okay, what's the connection? Cop and a sub. Nothing. Nothing. Hero. Nothing. That was a Photoshop thing. I don't see why it wouldn't be these. Yeah, I don't know. I tried with sub, so... yeah, I give up. I give up. Wait, what was the last one that it said? What was the... It just went away. I did this one! Wait, no! I thought I did this one. The only reason I didn't put these together is because I thought I already did it. I must have not put one in here. Man, I could have definitely had that if I just knew that. I just didn't know I did that. No, I did 3 of them, I think, and then I did one other one. But I could have sworn I did that. No, I thought so too, but I must not have. And also I didn't know a grinder was a sandwich. I was right about hero sandwich though, and hoagie and sub, but I would never guess a grinder is a sandwich. I'm telling you, I feel like I did this before. I wasn't losing that because I thought that these 4 went together too. I just thought that it wasn't an option because I already did it, but I guess I didn't already do it. I have to watch the beginning to see what I put besides crop, markup, and adjust. It must have been some other thing that I thought could have been a verb. Maybe... I was isn't that. I'm trying a different one. I wasn't that. Let me see. Unlimited. Okay. No. I will do it after the fact. No, it's okay. Easy? We'll try one easy and one hard. It can't be, right? Okay. I was gonna say it can't be that easy. Sun, tie, untie. Couple. Two. But two is not a real word, is it? It's just a shortening of Tuesday. Unless it is a real word. I guess. Two. Alright, whatever. Sun. With. Tie. Couple. Put. It's like ways to put things together. Kinda. Like two things, like wedding couple. Untie. And unite. I thought it said untie. Okay, there you go. And then laid, placed, put, set. There's no sat or sat, I guess. And then sunflower, wallflower, mayflower, wildflower. Nice. Let's try hard. Star Wars. This war. Garden. Up. Flight war. Bottoms. Up. Bottom. Top. That's definitely not together. West. Never eat soggy waffles. Flight. Strange. I don't know what this is. Charm. Lucky charm. Lucky strike. Lucky face. Lucky. I think these are like erasers, but I don't know. Front. This one is harder. Yeah, Omni is the best among those. Definitely. He's cute little guy. This is the last one I'll try. Leonardo. Leo. I guess also Leo is in the sign. Charm. Critical. Strange. Garden. Flight. Front. How do these connect? Flight. Up. Itaki waffles. Bridal shower. Bridal shower. Critical shower. Garden shower. War shower. Happy war. An axe shower, my favorite shower. As long as it's the blunt end. Bridal party. Strange party. Bottom party. Party up. Party down. What? Marriage. Bridal. bottom, up top, front. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. It's too easy. Top, up, flight, flight, front, bottom. Maybe directions. Bottom, top, front, west, up. I don't know. War. Hit things like critical hit. Front loader. That's a garbage truck. What relates to garbage? West end. West. Critical append. West end, append. Front end. Warrant. Garden end. Flight end. Charmant. Charmander. Leo end. Warrant. Okay. I don't know that it's gonna work out. Top end, bottom end. What is accent? Accent? I don't know this one. Yeah, they are right. It's tough. Plates. Bottom. Ooh. Bridle or bridle? Bridle. Bridle. These are names, so maybe just put the names together. What other name is? Whose name is strange? I guess Axe could be a name. Oh, top in the morning to you. Top, flightless, topless, Leoless, frontless, upless, charmless, gardenless, westless. I'm westless. Strangeless, warless. I don't know. This is impossible. It's impossible. I just want to know how they connect. Garden. I give up. I'm just gonna do random. Let me see the answers. I'm sorry, what? Bridal path? I don't know Rebecca's, okay? I don't know who Rebecca West is or Rebecca Front. And Quark, what is a Quark? This is impossible. What is this? Fundamental constituent of matter. Specifically, an elementary particle commands to form composite particles with hadrons, protons, and neutrons. Okay. How does it relate to this? Bottom quark? Charm quark? Top quark? What? What is this? Flavors? Up, down, turn, strange, top, bottom. Yes, Minster? Minster? What is this? What is a Minster? What is this? England. How does this relate? Minster, England. Associated with Anglo-Saxon. I guess that's where the X comes from. What? This is impossible. War. Why is war related to the church? Because of the Crusades? Why? I don't get how that's part of it. Minster up. Yeah, the path one is okay. Yeah, pretty much. The path one is alright. But that's the one that's listed as purple too. And I don't understand how Leo relates to Minster. Leo uproar axe. What is an axe Minster? Oh yes, of course. A market town in Devon, England. Why wouldn't I know that? Renowned for its historic carpet manufacturing and its supply of high-quality woodworking tools. Of course, Axminster. Oh, of course. How could I not know you? Wait, that was so infuriating. I must try again. It must be done. Can't end like this. Maybe it can end like this. I don't want to do this anymore. Ivory tower. Bucket list. Medford. Oh, are these Brian's, huh? Are they Brian's? Brian Martello. You don't know Brian Trotter. Have you not lived? You've never heard of Brian Trotter before? Rockman Lookout Tower, I guess. Bell Tower. Ivory Tower. These are gonna be like obscure towers in England or something. I don't know the name of them. Good old Wormwood Tower. Crinky. Bucket Tower. Yeah, it's not happening. I'm just gonna do this 4 times so I can see what they are. I just wanna see how silly they are. Let me see. I was right about it being tower and about being stupid names. Cunning Tower, of course, Martello Tower. Participants in a scam. A roper, I know a shell. I don't know a mark. A lookout. Families in British sitcoms. The protagonist. Okay, I mean this is not bad. This makes sense as a purple. I shouldn't have tried it actually. They do sound kind of familiar, but it's very niche still. I'm satisfied with Tower. Yeah, and also British. This is purely for British players. British octogenarians only. Nobody else is left. To be fair, this is what the rest of the world must feel like when they play. Are you smarter than a 5th grader when they get like US geography questions or state bird questions? Fair enough, touche. I'll take it. I understand. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Yes, I'm gonna go. I honestly don't know a single state bird. I don't know. Not a one. Not a one has flown into my mind. Maybe a cardinal. I don't know what state it's a state bird of, but I have a feeling one of them has claimed it, so there's something. Probably on the East Coast. So, well, this was an interesting rabbit hole. Turkey. I think Virginia, nice. Okay, okay. I was right about its general location. Let me see. Turkey should be our national bird, but instead it is eagle. I guess it looks cooler, but they're also endangered. Turkeys are doing fine. And they're kind of resilient, you know? They still go on even with their heads gone. And they're yummy. I think it's a better state bird, or national bird. But the eagle is cooler. Okay, I'm out of here. Connection's impossible. It's over. It's not happening. So, there you go. Thank you. Have a good Wednesday. Have a good Wednesday. And bye. Goodbye. See you later. Maybe.